Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode of Bouncing Back with Brighton. So in today's episode we are going to face Ipswich Town in the opening game of the episode, but then face Middlesbrough, who were unbeaten in the last episode, but they've now been beaten already. So the last time we met was the 2-0 victory against Charlton. I think we were at home. We then followed that up with a 1-0 tight game against QPR. Bogle got the goal from right back inside 8 minutes, and that was the only goal of the game. The game was pretty dead after that point. You might think we dominated the match stats, but it was, highlight-wise, it was pretty sparse. So we're definitely fortunate to continue the winning run. And that was only reinforced in the next game, where in the League Cup third round, we scraped past Coventry on penalties. Izquierdo equalised for us in the 64th minute after Harry Chapman had put them in front inside 27 minutes. We missed an early penalty through Victor, and I thought we were going to go out against League 2 opposition. I mean, we did play a rotated side, but there's no way that the players that we put out should have been struggling to beat this side, so we're very fortunate to get ourselves through. And this is how the league table looks after those set of results. We are 7 points clear at the top of the league, with Southampton now in second, Brentford in third, and Middlesbrough in fourth, who will play today, who got beat off Nottingham Forest at home. So for our first game against Ipswich, this is going to be the lineup. Jack Butland will of course start in goal. Bogle at right back, Sutar and Cabasas at centre back, with Alex Martinez as our left back. Baluta in defensive midfield. I don't really want to play Scott McTominay in centre midfield, so we're going to get Basoma in there purely because he's our own player. Anthony Nokia on the right, Izquierdo on the left, and we're going to try McAllister in the Enganche role in the attacking midfield. It's just nobody's really getting involved in the matches playing in this role at all, which is sort of making me want to play another striker maybe, but that's something for a different time. Victor is going to start up top for us today. Mulcair's not really doing the business. Ben Woodburn is probably the best option to go there, but because he's not our player again, I'm going to try and force, while things are going well at the very least, I'm going to try and force the players that are actually at the club and are owned by Brighton. Ipswich come at us with a very, very defensive formation, 4-1-4-1. Barino up top, who's completely lost the plot in terms of his stats on Football Manager. Can you remember when he was a god? I remember it. Well, a god's probably a bit much, but he was good. So we're not really playing too well recently, but we are still grinding out results, so I guess that's all you can really ask for. Winning your first 9 games in the league is pretty unprecedented for Brighton, and you know, it's very rarely you will see it in any league, regardless of the level of opposition. So the longer we can keep the run going, happy days. Ipswich Town, I'm not even sure where they are in the league, if they're doing well or not. Don't think they are. They're down in 18th position currently. Opening 20 minutes or so, we are dominating possession without creating any opportunities, but he's knocking out with a corner. Victor is there, back post, completely unmarked. I hate that camera angle. I really wish they would show us from behind, but knocking out with an absolutely great corner. And Victor, as you see, pops into the screen. This is probably the man, Collins, who should have been picking him up, but he completely let him run, and Victor, on his return to the side, gets himself a goal. Another highlight now, 27 minutes in, and it's Alex Martinez on the left-hand side. The ball is cleared, only as far as Baluta, comes out of Bogle on the right. We managed to keep the ball well and switch the play to Alex Martinez on the left-hand side. The ball's played in again, it's cleared. Ipswich is defending well, the ball's in the box. Baluta with a strike from long range. Didn't really look like it was troubling the goalkeeper. There's another corner, Nokia plays it in again. Victor, completely unmarked back post once again. I have no idea what Ipswich are doing on corners, but Izquierdo is the one who gets the final touch. I'm not even sure what happened. Did they clear it off the line here after Victor? Yeah, they did. What a block off the line. That was incredibly unfortunate for Hughes. So then block the shot, block the clearance for it to fall at Izquierdo. But yeah, 2 set-piece goals. I'll take it. As we approach half-time, we are looking quite good for our 10th win in 10 games. We'll G the boys up, get them back out for the second half. No need for any changes at the moment. Nobody's struggling in terms of fitness, but we'll reevaluate on 60 minutes or so. This time it's a corner for Ipswich. Nobody marking him at the back post either. Just back post crosses. Baluta is struggling in that defensive midfield role. I think I'm going to have to give him some game time off. We'll get Scott McTominay in there. Only 18 minutes or so to go. We'll look to make another change. Alexis McAllister, I cannot find a spot for you, mate. Joshua Onama's going to come on in the attacking midfield role. We will make him an attacking midfielder as well. See how we can do. Nokia picks it up after cutting inside from the right. Alex Martinez on the left now to Scott McTominay. We're building it up through the centre. Knockyard switches the play to Martinez on the left-hand side. He gets in behind and he gets his second goal of the season. Another assist by Anthony Knockyard, his second of the game. And just a nice easy win. 3-0 seems to be the scoreline that we like to do. And that is fine by me. Excellent first touch by Martinez to take it past the right back. And the goalkeeper can do nothing about that cross shot. With 10 minutes to go, we will make our final substitutions. We'll get Bissouma off. No, we won't. No, we'll get Jaden Bogle off and we'll bring on Martin Montoya at right back. Time is fast approaching the end. Only 20 seconds remain in this game, and you would imagine that this is all that is going to be done. The final highlight of the game. An absolutely fantastic result. 3-0 away from home against any team is more than welcome. Ipswich are not exactly the best team in the league, but they're not the worst either. So we've done well to, turn around a poor set of performances. Not results. Results have been fantastic, but performances, I think that was a much better one. So that confirms our 10th win of the season in 10 games. We are still 7 points clear from Southampton in second place. We have Middlesbrough up next. I'll see you there. And we are back. We're facing Middlesbrough in today's game, who are one of the best teams in the league, despite them losing their unbeaten form. It looks like they're going to play the 4-4-2 against us, which is actually not a formation we've played so far this season. So it'll be interesting to see how we get on in today's game. But this is going to be the lineup: Butland in goal, Bogle, Sutar, Cabasas and Martinez in defence, Baluta and not Scott McTominay, man. I'm going to start Onoma, actually. Bissouma hasn't exactly set this league alight. Onoma is a very, very good player, and I would like to give him the opportunity in today's game. Knockyard, McAllister, Izquierdo as our attack midfielders, and Victor is going to lead the line. So they do put up with the 4-4-2 against us. They've got Brett Assombalonga, who's always a good player in Football Manager. Rudy Gestede up front as well, who is usually a useful target man, if nothing else. So we'll have to see how today's game goes. Opening 10 minutes have been relatively quiet. It looks like we are keeping the ball better than they are, but we are away from home, and this is the chance for Rudy Gestede to put them in. What was that? Rudy Gestede gets his head on it. Jack Butland does something, and then it hits the post and comes back out to Gestede. We'll have to see it here on the replay, exactly what happened to Sombalonga with a... there's just no words. We paid, was it 20 million for Jack Butland? Oh God, should have kept David Button. Is that the first time we've been down 1-0 in this season? It might very well be, apart from Coventry. Alex Martinez on the left-hand side. Hopefully an attack for us this time. Baluta hasn't got the shot on him. He hits the bar this time. I've seen him shoot too many times and it hasn't been good. That's the first good one, but looks like Middlesbrough could then counter-attack. Thankfully it's over. And we are going to go attack them with only 5 minutes remaining of the first half. We're dominating possession. It looks like we're having more chances based on the match stats, but nothing really concrete. And going in at 1-0 down is a new feeling for these boys. Let's see if they can bounce back. So we kick off the second half, shooting from left to right. However, lads, let's not get beat off Middlesbrough. Please, please. Only 30 minutes to go. Nothing's happened in this second half so far. We will look to make some changes. We're going to get Ben Woodburn on for Victor up top, I think. I think that's the best option. We're going to get Joshua Onoma in that attack midfield role, and we're going to get Bissouma on in the centre just to freshen things up a bit, maybe offer some different options. However, boys, let's just give us an opportunity. Tavernier with a free kick for Middlesbrough. Do not make this 2-0. Win that. McAllister has won that, and now we can break. We are faster than they are. Come on, McAllister. He finds Woodburn. He's in the box. Ben Woodburn, please. You've got to be burying that. He was in behind. He had the space and he had the time, but unfortunately he's dragged his shot wide. I'm going to go very attacking. Make us a little bit more direct in this final... in this final 10 minutes or so. Another highlight now with 7 minutes remaining. It's a bit unclear who it's going to go to. We are currently in possession with Izquierdo Onoma to Baluta. Please find the right pass. Jaden Bogle on this right hand side. Decent delivery. Woodburn's there. What's just happened there? Does the match engine just wait for one particular game where it just says, right, here's the funny goals for the season? I'm not even sure how this has ended up in the back of the net. Baluta puts the ball out to Bogle on the right hand side. Woodburn takes a strike. The keeper saves it, and Woodburn hits it again as the keeper's standing, and it goes in the back of the net. Ben Woodburn's 5th goal of the season. We find ourselves 1-1. We are going to go back to the positive mentality for the last 5 minutes. Please no. Onoma wins the ball. Another break. Ben Woodburn. Come on, carry the ball, keep the ball. There's a 3-on-2 here. He gets dispossessed by Aidan Flint. Remember Aidan Flint? I had him at Livorno. Sutar with a big kick-up shot and ends up heading it to Izquierdo. Alex Martinez, come on, get the second goal here. With only 5 minutes remaining, it'll be an absolute killer for Middlesbrough. Onoma from Alex Martinez on the left-hand side to Izquierdo. Back to Onoma. Come on, they've got men back in numbers now though, but Bissouma drives forward. Good save by Randolph. The corner's going to be a highlight. We'll see what happens here. Knockyard plays it in. Aidan Flint clears. Bissouma, Sutar, outside to Knockyard. Is this actually anything? The ball eventually finds its way to Alex Martinez on the left. Onoma's in the box. And Joshua Onoma from the attacking midfield position, which is where he's going to be starting the next game. He gets the goal and he puts us 2-1 in front. This team is never dead. Alex Martinez on the left-hand side finds an excellent through ball just for Onoma in 8 acres of space, and that's a fantastic, fantastic finish. We've gone on cautious. Can we just hold on now, boys, for the final 5 minutes? And that would be our 11th win in 11. This is it. There's the full-time whistle. We went 1-0 down, but we never were beat. And Ben Woodburn and Joshua Onoma, 2 loan signings, both get the goals for us to give us the 3 points. And that's how the league table stands. After that game, we are still 7 points clear from Southampton, who also won their game against Charlton. We're now 13 points ahead of Brentford, who do have a game in hand. But 13 points away from playoffs is absolutely fantastic. Of course, playoffs isn't enough for our board. They want us to win the league, but 11 wins out of 11 is just fantastic. As Derby are still unbeaten, the only unbeaten team in the league alongside ourselves. We are going to be playing them in the next episode. We'll do Derby and Norwich. Got a couple of games in between. We're getting through the season. I understand some of you will be a bit frustrated that we're not fast forwarding as much as I would usually do in a league season, but it's purely down to time restrictions on my own behalf. You know, only having to play 2 games in between episodes or so is actually really helping me create daily content. So this is how it's going to be going forward. So yeah, if you have enjoyed today's video, please consider leaving a like, and if you are enjoying my content, get yourself subscribed. But until next time, take it easy.